Hello, hello. Oh, that's off. That's way off. Okay. So starting today, we before we get into bug, two quick things. Okay. So new audio. I got a clip mic. The foam cap on it. I kind of just want to like, I kind of just want to like chomp down on it. But you have to let me know how the audio is. It might be total shit. It might be a huge improvement compared to my other mic, which is just it's a good mic. It's just too like directionally sensitive, I think, for my ass and my like um doing things with my hands here, like method of content here lately. Is the audio cutting in and out for you guys too? Because I feel like the music is just I can't tell if that's just my earbud dying, which is a real possibility and an issue that I've had here lately. Um, I just totally pulled a piece of filament out of my bed. That's wild. But I can't tell if my earbud's dying or if the music's cutting in and out. So, um, yeah, let me know. And two, there is a Twitter now. There's a Twitter account, and I know I wanted to keep to a schedule when I started this. I don't think that's happening. It's just not. It's not feasible for me physically to keep a schedule. So I think it's going to be oh wonderful. Thank you. I don't think for me and my disability, keeping a schedule is very feasible. So I think it's going to become. I'm going to try to keep to Mondays because we have Bug Monday. And then I'm going to start streaming again towards the evenings, around the same time, between like 10 and 11 p.m. Where we do gaming and whatever whenever I feel like I can physically do that. So, but today we have beetle. So, I was watching one of my own streamers like a week and a half ago, and he said something about blue death feigning beetles, and I got so excited because I love these little guys. They're so freaking cute, and they are so fun, and they're so easy to keep. But I feel like there's maybe not enough understanding about these guys. So we're gonna talk about them today. I'm just gonna verbal vomit about these little beetles. And what's funny is as I was setting up for stream, these guys were all over the enclosure, and of course as soon as I start stream, they're like, we're gonna settle down, we're gonna chill out. But these guys are a type of desert darkling beetle. They are native to I spooked him into his. Oh no, he's gonna turn around. I spooked him into his focus. Camera not did the focus. That's fine. You can kind of see him. But I'm also having a huge delay in this camera. That's wild. No, these are desert darklings. Most desert darkling beetles have a defense where they spray sort of a venomous chemical that doesn't smell very good. But these guys don't do that, so they're completely safe to keep as pets, and they're very different from a lot of other hobby beetles. Most hobby beetles are like stags or flower beetles, and he's trying to climb my hand and having a little trouble. Actually, I think this is a female. Most hobby beetles are stags or flower beetles or rhino beetles, but these guys are honestly easier to keep than those, if you ask me. They can be honestly cared for the same way for the most part. You just don't want to. You really don't have to worry about humidity with these guys because they are from the desert. So they're, the humidity gets too high, it's actually not that good for them because this waxy coating they have on them is to help them retain water. And if the humidity gets too high, it essentially it'll just wipe the coating off and they'll turn dark. And this waxy coating is also responsible for their beautiful blueberry-like colors. These are actually completely black up underneath that waxy coating, so they're just really cute little guys. There is a huge delay in that camera. This guy is like trucking up my other hand now. Wow. Okay, I might have to find a different solution for that, but I guess it's not that important right now. And of course, these guys, they're called blue death feigning beetles because they're best known for their neurophysiological response to play dead. Whenever you tap it's like a nervous system receptor to a specific spot between their last like 4 set of legs. If you tap that, they'll just play dead. And of course, neurophysiological meaning that it's not really a voluntary response for them so much. But they are native to the Mojave and I lived out in this area, and I swear to God, every time I see this, my brain just like short circuits. Sonoran Desert, yes, basically in the southwest deserts of the United States. They're called blue death feigning beetles, or Asbolus verrucosus is the scientific name. But they are blue death feigning beetles, and they're really, really cute. He is, again, you guys won't see this for a minute, but he's chomping away. Oh, hey. He just told me my finger's yummy. He tried to chomp my finger. Excuse me, sir. It's not the first time I've had that happen. I think they have an interest in the dead skin, like right around my fingers, and they've tried to chomp on it before. That's not the first occasion. Anyways, I would like to say that these are some of the easiest pet bugs you can personally keep. Oh! They're not, as much as they like to climb, they're not super good at it. Scoop you back up. Now my camera's doing weird things. Now it's like jumping around. Like it's trying to play catch up. What is going on? Anyways, yeah, these guys are super easy, and honestly, I recommend them a lot for people who have kids who are interested in keeping bugs. You can keep them at room temperature. You just get play sand and stick them on it, and they do great. Give them some things to climb. It doesn't even necessarily need to be because clearly the enclosure that I have for these guys is not the most traditional. I kind of blended naturalistic and non-natural elements together, creating this enclosure with the faux succulents and the little playground and the tolo wood. You just want to give them something to climb and something to hide under. They're technically burrowers. Some people will get play sand, not play sand, excuse me, like excavator clay, and mix it with the sand so they can make their own burrows. Some people will like make little like starter burrows for them, and then they just kind of dig further into it. But generally, as long as they have something to hide in, you want to give them like vertical things to climb on, because they'll climb on everything. It's super cute. And you can see now, as my camera is catching up to me, putting the one back in there, you can see all of them climbing on the various things in the enclosure. They woke back up, which is awesome. But they like vertical stuff. You don't want to go too vertical because, as cute as they are, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, they're kind of stupid. They're so cute, and they like bumble over everything, and they do fall off of stuff a lot. So you don't want it to be too high, so they don't crack their exoskeletons. Because any insect that cracks an exoskeleton, that invites bacteria and infection, and it is generally a death sentence. It's not so good. It's not so good. There have been some methods to solve that, but it's always hit or miss. So These, however, are uniquely long-lived. These have, and we don't have like a clear. I totally bumped the mic. I hope I didn't do anything weird. These guys have anywhere between like an 8 to 17 year lifespan. It's just a mix. There was a connection here between my brain and my mouth. But this it's a mixed bag of reports on their lifespan. We don't really know how long they live because we really only recently started to breed them ourselves. I really just realized that I never put this back. Really just started figuring out how to breed them for ourselves about 5 years ago. It's not a very well known process at this point. It's still sort of a. Some people have wonderful, great success, and others just, they invest all this money in things like incubators, and then it doesn't work. Getting them to, actually, let's rewind. The beetle life cycle consists of, it starts as an egg, and then its secondary stage, once it hatches, it's a larva. It kind of looks like a worm, and then it pupates. Once the larva gets big enough, it pupates, and then it's sort of dormant for a while. And the periods of which it goes through each of these stages sort of depends on the beetle. But once it's done pupating, then it sheds that exoskeleton one more time, and then it becomes the adult beetle that you see here. And unfortunately, getting these guys to pupate has been kind of a mixed bag of confusion for a lot of people, but we have recently, there's been some success if you put the pupa into an incubator. So there's been some luck there, and I think that is largely due to the fact that if you've never lived out in a desert area, if you've never been through a desert area, the weather patterns in a desert area, in the daytime, yeah, it's dry heat. It's very hot. It's very easy to dehydrate yourself. But at night, it actually gets very cold. I used to live in New Mexico when I was a child for like 3 years. It gets chilly. Like it's like, I know, like some of us in the Midwest and like the South will like joke about going through all the seasons in a day. No, the desert actually goes through all of the seasons in a day. It gets frigid at night. But I think just that variety in a normal day-night cycle has attributed some difficulties in getting these to not only breed but also to properly pupate and go through their normal life cycles. So we are starting to understand a little bit more of how to simulate that for these beetles, so that we can actually breed them. But of course, because they're so long-lived and we really only started breeding them, I think it was in like 2020, the first person finally like figured out how to do that, which it was kind of, we really don't have a clear idea of what their actual lifespan is. We just know that they're incredibly long-lived, and we don't know why. We have no idea why. But most insects, for reference, don't. You might get like a year. It's like 9 months to like 12 months on average for most insects. Now there are of course some exceptions to that, like rainbow stags. You can get up to like 2 years. Some Dorcas stags, I've been told, will live up to like 8 years. But most insects do not live quite as long as these guys do. So if you want an insect that isn't going to like immediately die on you, these guys are cool. Just keep in mind that most likely the ones that you end up buying will be wild caught versus bred. And you can just have it die off, because it could have just been a very old blue death feigning beetle. Just make sure they're dead. Because again, these guys play dead, and they can play dead to up to 12 hours. It's insane. I have not personally seen that happen with these guys. In fact, I've actually only ever seen one of mine play dead once. I've only seen it once. I don't like, go looking for it or try to make it happen or anything. Uh, so I don't want to stress them. So um, and the fun thing, my favorite thing about these guys is the variety of food they'll eat. They will eat. They're desert scavengers, so they'll eat just an insane variety of things. They're omnivorous, so they will eat. You can feed them various veggies. Yeah, I've given them like carrots and lettuce and stuff like that. I usually will always offer them carrots. Speaking of which, I was supposed to give this to them earlier. I generally always offer them a carrot. It's good for moisture because, while they are desert creatures, they still need some moisture. Let me move that a little bit. Pull this little guy back here. He's on the. I've been seeing them climb this piece here the last like week now, and I'll see like 2 or 3 of them hanging out on the top of it at once. Like, what's y'all doing up there? But they'll eat a bunch of stuff. I generally offer them a carrot for like some moisture, but they are really highly protein driven. So things like high protein fish food, some cat food, dried shrimp. I've given them like dead crickets that have dried out, and they'll only take the dead crickets in particular once they've dried out. So I guess they just like them crispy. You can also provide like beetle jelly and fruits. I find they're not as interested, but they have a rather varied diet, and it's one of those cool things because you will never not have something to feed these guys really. I think my favorite thing is just giving them something new to see how they're going to respond to it. Like today, I actually realized I've never given them any of my cat's food before. So I decided to pull some out today. So they've got a few little nuggets, and I half expect to find them strewn about the next morning, maybe a morning or two from now, because I had saw someone's post on Reddit, and they were like, "Damn, they really like my cat's treats." So we're gonna see how that goes. And what I would really like to do with these guys eventually is I would like to get a much bigger tank of these guys. I'm actually currently in the process of looking for like a 30-40 gallon tank or something like that that I can set up with a bunch more of these guys, because I think it would be really fun to do like a weekend stream where I just like give them a few different dishes of a few different like foods, and just set up the camera over them and just stream them, and we just see which food option they go for. I think it could be fun, or even just something to like record and like time lapse and post on the YouTube channel. I think it could be fun. But I know I do want more of these little guys. They're super neat and just kind of fun to watch interact. But they basically do 2 things. They climb and bumble around, and they do the I guess in this case the 12-legged tango. These guys outnumber people in those desert areas like on numbers I'm not even going to try to calculate. It's insane. These guys, the fact that they are wild caught should not be a huge concern to you. And while people have tried to start breeding them to make sure that doesn't that we don't start endangering that population, it's really not a huge issue right now, because they do try to procreate with everything. I have seen males try to boink, like I've seen them try to boink rocks. I've seen them do the carrots, the fake succulents. I've even had one try to have relations with my own finger. That was a day. But yeah, so they, especially in nature, are really, really good at keeping the numbers up. And again, it's very like stupid long lived, so they are plentiful. They probably outnumber people like 50 to 1, and I wish that was an over exaggeration. it's probably like a solid guess. But yeah, I think that's my whole spiel. The only other thing, if you especially are considering getting these guys, they're called crepus. My God, my brain, the buffering. Crepuscular. They are active mostly in the evenings and nighttime. Yes, they are nature's frat boys. That's insane. Yes. They absolutely are. Yeah, they're up all night and they fuck anything. Oh, that's great. I love that. Uh, but they're fun. They're cute. They're not very bright, and they're very easygoing, easy to care for, and just kind of fun to feed and watch interact with the world around them. So, but yeah, if you're a night owl, these are really fun because you just in the middle of the night and they're suddenly out, they're doing things. They're cool little guys. I do think that covers the everything. As my music cuts in and out. I think that is it for Blue Death Feigning Beetles. So we do have an extra bit tonight because I have there's more bug to be had. I had an interesting experience in a PetSmart today. So let me take these guys. Yeah, for a moment, please. It would be safe. I think like 4 days ago, I'll explain first. 4 days ago, I was at my local PetSmart, and they've gotten to this point where there's a few employees that like realize that it's the bug girl. I'm the bug girl. Okay, so when I walked in that day, I was looking at their bugs, their arachnids really, and saw that there was a scorpion, a big Asian forest scorpion, almost definitely mature, and then I realized she's kind of chunky looking, right? Okay. But none of the other arachnids look like they're well fed. So, sincerely doubt she's being well fed, and I was like, oh, she's like absolutely gravid. And I was telling that to the employee, like, there's almost no way she's not pregnant because that's a mature scorpion. That's actually she was one of the biggest Asian forests I'd seen in a hot minute. So she was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna tell my supervisor that. Okay. So I came back today to get more crickets. And you know what's funny is I forgot the crickets, but she was there today, the employee that I was speaking to, and she was like, oh, my supervisor wants to talk to you. I did not know this. PetSmart apparently has a policy where they can't sell any of the insects that are gravid or like pregnant, or if there's offspring involved, they can't sell it, but they still have to adopt it out. And a lot of the locations apparently have the policy where they're like to adopt them out to people who again are experienced and capable of handling that situation. So when I came in, she was like, so how do you know she's gravid? And I wanted to explain my logic. And she was like, cool, you're experienced. Do you want to like adopt her and take her home? So anyways, we're going to build an enclosure for Lulu here. Because I have a gravid scorpion. So, yeah. I mean, she's either gravid or she's going to be just insanely big. But I sincerely doubt that is a moat coming, because you can see it's not super easy to tell here on her side. Well, I know you can kind of see it on the camera, but hopefully my... there's my finger. Yeah, you can see there that like piece of skin on the side that's exposed. You can tell her abdomen's a bit distended, so she is, and it is definitely a female. You can tell the easiest way to sex a scorpion is there are these little flappy things on their undersides that kind of look like little. It's like a V-shaped brush on the bottom. And if the bristles are longer, it's a female. She's got those. Like that's notably long. Um, so, and she's quite big. The females are usually a bit bigger. So, hi Teddy, you stink. You fart. You want to say hi? What are you doing? You can say hi. You kind of say hi. I say hi. Hi, Katie. Okay. Uh, but yeah. So I adopted Gravid Scorpion. I forgot to grab the dirt. I'm gonna grab the dirt. I forgot the door. Teddy. You guys are gonna listen to me rummage through my miserably disorganized corner. Oh, actually, I wasn't that badly disorganized. I found the dirt immediately. This bed frame is about to fall apart on me. I can feel it. Okay. I forgot to take the sticker from the last inhabitant off of this one. But I have named her Lulu. Specifically, if you're new here, or you don't follow Bug account, I name all of my bugs after different Legend of Zelda characters. And I have named her Lulu specifically after the Zora Pokemon stick from Majora's Mask. She lost her eggs, so she lost her voice when she lost her eggs. And I thought that was kind of cute, sort of a mother to mother thing. So get some Dort. I think she needs more Dort. Was not enough. I also think the crystal hide I gave her is a bit small, but I haven't really seen her approach it yet, so she keeps trying to climb the sides, I think because she's just looking for somewhere to hide, but I don't know, she didn't specifically approach it since I gave it to her. But I probably only gave it to her like an hour or two ago. She's not going to appreciate being moved, I don't think. There we go. So we're gonna move the hide in and we'll see what happens. I'll probably print her one up bigger no matter what. But we're gonna stick it in there anyways. We're gonna pick the moss. So kinda well, let's see, what do I put? I want to put the water dish in the corner. Is my camera off? What is going on? It's looking like the camera froze completely. No, it didn't. It's just terribly far behind. What is going on? I am going to fix this. We're having technical difficulties. I'm going to close that up and reopen it. And oh, okay, there we go. That's better. So, but she keeps trying to climb the sides, and I think it's because she doesn't have anywhere to hide right now. I'm gonna stick the water dish in the corner. She seems to like corners. Pull that forward. Yeah, I'll stick that. Moss. I love frog moss. I like frog moss when it turns green, and it'll turn green after a little bit. It tends to turn. It's a plant. You have to like water it directly. Um, but I like it for a lot of the enclosures. Once it starts turning green, it's really cute, and it ends up being a lot of it ends up being good cover for like smaller things, especially like isopods. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, Now my dairy cows have. I think both my dairy cows and my zebras have frog moss right now, and it's really cute because the babies will hide up in it and underneath it. And I got dirt on my hands. But I don't think I forget anything. And oh god, we're so far behind. What is going on? I guess I just talk through it. God, I need to get a cable for this. Because like it's one of those things that like it won't do this if I get a cable for it. Um, but unfortunately, I have an iPhone. Against my will, if we're being honest. And I just don't want to pay for the cable. It's ungodly expensive for no good reason. Oh, there's gravity. I'm thinking, what? We can technically move her with the tongs, but I don't want to stress her out too badly. One of the caveats with venomous animals, um, actually, I will put her back here. Moving them is somewhat dicey. So, and I don't know what her temperament is like. Ooh, spicy. Or at least she didn't like that. She actually hissed. I'm sorry, pretty mama, but I gotta move ya. Okay, there we go. It's it. That's it. I'm done. You're all good. I know. I'm sorry. She definitely strikes me as gravid personality wise. That's pretty normal for them to get a little to throw hands just a little bit whenever they are gravid. The defensive and territorial habits. She calmed down pretty quick. That's good. Hopefully. She doesn't seem like she would be too bad to handle, if we're being honest. Maybe like once she's not gravid, because like even that's kind of not terrible. Now, granted, I haven't heard too many of my scorpions hiss before, and it's such a small noise that I sincerely doubt it was ever picked up on the mic. But it's sort of neat. I think I've only ever heard one of my other scorpions hiss in the past. Now, where is my terribly laggy? Oh, way far behind. You sitting there with the palms trying to. Let's see. Test. Yeah, she didn't like it. Yeah, there's the rear. Yeah, that's where she started hissing. Pretty girl, there's a whole hide. I definitely think she's too small. Okay, thank you for joining. Before you go, quickly, there will not be Bug Monday next Monday. because I probably will not be on next Monday. I should be getting back from Chicago late Monday. However, um, thank you for joining us tonight, and hopefully next Monday I will have some fun things to stream. Hopefully next Monday we might pin some bugs. I unfortunately had a lot of things pass away like all at once, but anyway, yeah. You have a good night. Thank you for joining. I will be here watching my scorpion as she watches me. She's so pretty. I can't believe it. Just like I still can't believe it. I just walked in and they're like, "Hey, you know a doctor." That was cool. Absolutely mind blowing. I don't think. It was terribly fun. Although that is a good shot of her. Oh, she found the crystal. Maybe? Maybe? She's crawling in it. I think it is too small for her. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to print her something bigger. She crawled in it, and then I think she said, "I can't fit myself in this." So I think we'll have to like double the size, like minimum. I do wonder if it'll fit in there if I do that, but I need to just carve out a bigger hole. We'll find out. But at the bare minimum, it gives her a little bit more to hide in for the moment. And not this god awful, like, what is this, coconut fiber? At least they put a little sphagnum moss in there. And it is at least damp. Yeah, this is coconut fiber if I've ever fucking felt it. God awful flaky shit. Don't buy coconut fiber. Just don't buy coconut fiber. It does. They lie to you. It doesn't hold moisture. Okay, it dries out in like a minute. She's like wedged herself back behind the crystal. On that note, though, I think we are. How far behind is this? Because I would like to see. I would like you guys to be able to see her try to fit herself in the crystal because that was kind of cute. Well, I guess while you guys are waiting on that, I can go into the other shit I wanted to talk about. In general, just like the weekend, what I've been doing. Oh my god, I did want to start with the Pokemon Masters EX, the Valentine's Day announcement. I don't know if. Okay, for those that didn't see it, they announced that they're releasing. I don't play the game. I just know that they released little like skins on like little story bits that feature like new characters every so often, and they flagged they said Merry Christmas, and they gave every gay Rika with a belly button cut out. And then they gave all of the straight girls Adaman. And I swear to God, I mean, they knew what they were doing too, because they knew what they were doing, okay? But I have to point out, the Pokemon will give us everything but a dating sim. Just Just give the people what they want. Okay. I just think it's so funny. If you haven't seen it, I just go to the Pokemon Masters page. I really cannot believe what they did. It's insane. The amount of fan art that's come out of it is wild. My Twitter, that the day that it was dropped, my Twitter was just, it was largely like Rika fan art, which was crazy. Um, and then yeah, the Tomodachi Life Direct is cute. I'm really excited about that. Um, so over the weekend, I ended up going to round one. Oh, okay. Here's the part where she tried to fit herself into the little crystal. I think that's where she was. There she goes. Yeah, that's it. Pokes her head in. She got a little comfy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to print her up on the side tonight. I'd start it now, but the noise would just get caught on screen. My printer is like right there, right there. Uh, but yeah, so me and a group of my like Lolita friends, my fashion friends, we all ended up going to round one. And I have personally never tried those like prize machines. And one of my friends is like super into them. Like she watches the videos on how to like manipulate them to get the prizes she wants and stuff like that. And I went knowing nothing. I told myself I was gonna do my homework, and then I ended up getting busy, and it just never happened. Um, so I got there and promptly found out that I'm not bad at them. I just never tried. Because like I got Gengar. I got this Gengar from like a standard. It wasn't like a normal like crane machine. But he's big and squishy, like Squishmallow, squishy. There's a Kuromi that I already put up on my like closet. And I found out both of them are apparently like exclusive to round one, which made sense because I realized I don't think I'd ever seen this style of Gengar in this particular size. They're all like bigger than him, but pretty cool to get out of a crane machine. She is super active. It's wonderful. I should try giving her a Dubia Roach actually. I remember where my roaches are. I think this is them right here. Yes. Then they're like, I need to replace the carrot too, but I can do that after stream. I wonder if she'll take it from the ponds or if I'm just gonna have to toss it in and hope she finds it. No, from here. Yummy. Oh, come back. She almost had it. The roach is angled funny. Take the roach. No. Okay, well, he's in there. Hopefully she'll find him. She seemed pretty interested in taking it, so I would almost definitely say she's not in pre-molt, which is kind of what I figured. She's kind of big for an Asian forest, just in general. She seems surprisingly docile. Just spicy enough to be exactly what I thought she was going to be. Um, Pretty cool. I just keep getting carried away watching it. But yeah, so I found out I'm not like god awful at some of the machines, at least like the traditional crane machines. But I greatly enjoy the anime Dandadan, and they had this figure of Ken Okarun and in Turbo Granny mode, and I thought it was really cool. It was like a nice figure. I'm not even like a figure person, but I looked at this and I was like, that's a nicely sized figure with a good amount of detail in it. And the only caveat, it was on one of those. I just realized that cat box is under things. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Cat? You just cutting off cat? That's weird. I'll have to fix that up later. Um, yeah, I saw this really nice figure, but it was specifically on one of those like crane machines that crane machines, prize machines that like it was a little box with a ring sticking out of it, and I totally put my arm in front of the camera. Oh yeah, I was getting the roaches up, but yeah, it was a box with a little ring sticking out of it, and it's like a chain with a very small little hook on it. Actually, it really specifically looked like one of those like hardware hooks that you use to hold up like things on the ceiling. Um, and the idea was to get that box on the hook. She was like kind of right in front of me. Um, distraction. You're a distraction. You're a cute distraction, but a distraction nonetheless. Um, that. Uh, yeah. So the objective was to get the box on the hook. Oh my god. Um, and I looked at it and I was like, I want to try that. And my friend was like, good luck. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I think I did it like twice, 3 times. And then I was like, okay, maybe later. I then put more money on my card and came back to it. And I tried the first time I didn't get it, and then on the second try, my friend came around the corner and she's like, "How's it going?" And I looked at her to say, it's going. And as I looked away, I noticed in my peripheral the ring kind of swung forward and then hooked into the box was rising, and I could not believe it. Like as she was rounding the corner, what's really funny is that as it was pulling up, she was walking behind me, so she didn't even see that I had gotten the box until she had gotten to the end of the aisle, and she looks back at me, and I'm just feral in front of the machine, like, get in there, boy! I was so excited. Um, so yeah, anyways, shout out to Ken. um, I have nowhere to put him. I don't know where to put him. I stuck him on my dresser when I got home initially. But he's like a really nice figure, right? I'm trying to like not like knock her out of place, but still show off the detail in his figure. Like it's a really nice figure. And apparently it's like a Sega line that's made specifically for like prize machines. That's they're supposed to be higher quality like prize figures. You can apparently still buy him. My dad found him for like $35 or something like that. Um, but I mean, it was still a cool win. It's the satisfaction of winning it. It's not about the money. I don't want to talk about what I spent. uh, but yeah, it was a fun little trip, and I think outside of, and we'll run past it again. I have a Twitter now. If you scroll down, it is one of the socials links, and you can I will kind of use it to let you guys know when I'm going to stream, what I'm going to stream, uh, when I'm not going to stream. You know, it's there. I will use it to let you guys know what's happening, and then I will be this Friday. There is definitely not going to be a stream. Oh, she did fit into the crystal. Wait, I didn't even realize it. She's got her head sticking out of it. I think it's still too small for her, but she's definitely in it. How cute. Um, as I was saying, I'm gonna be in Chicago this weekend. Um, through family stuff. Will not be here. Uh, so there will not be a stream Friday, and if there is a stream on Monday, I don't think it will be a Bug Monday stream, just because that is technically the night I'm supposed to get home. We'll see what energy levels are like. I might play a little Pokemon. I might work on the Metal Rally. We'll see what happens, but I don't think there's really going to be a stream, if I'm being honest. I think by the time I get back home, I'm just gonna be like so completely not interested. Actually, I don't know why I switched that. I think what I'm going to do for the moment, I am going to end stream and I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna do Pokemon stuff. And you're probably asking yourself, why are you ending stream and then starting another stream? Well, I'm lazy and I don't like to edit. And then I can just upload these as separate bots. So that there's a bug video and then there's a Pokemon video on my channel. So, anyways, if you stuck around for bug and useless chatter, thank you. I appreciate you. And I will be back in a short minute.